The secret to this gun? Just aim down sights. That's really it, guys. If you want to watch the rest of the video, stick around, but if you're here for that one trick, that's basically it. You just want to aim down sights. Now, let me explain. When I first started using this shotgun, I probably got the same feeling that you did when you used the shotgun, which is that this is kind of ass. It really wasn't that good, and there's really no reason to use it above the MOG, or even the SG-12, granted. And yeah, that's what I first thought when I used it. And then of course I unlocked all the attachments, and it got a little bit better, but it was still kind of meh. Yeah, you had a large magazine and you could spray people down, but it was still too weak. And it was just, I was getting mowed down by SMGs constantly. And then I read the description of the gun. It's a full auto shotgun, but it's an ADS stalking shotgun. So a lot of people probably didn't even realize that, but it tells you in the description how to use the gun properly, which is to aim down sights. So in case you didn't know, aiming down sights with a shotgun in these later CODs, it severely reduces the spread of the pellets in a shotgun. So it really rewards accuracy if you're aiming down sights, and that's exactly what you need to do with this gun. Hip firing it is okay. Usually I'll hip fire this gun if the enemy is right in my face, or if I feel confident that they're not going to be able to kill me. But 9 times out of 10, I'm aiming down sights with this shotgun, and you'll notice I get a lot of 3-shot kills, maybe 2 to 4-shot kills, which is so much better than hip firing and getting a 4-shot to 5-shot kill, which is what normally happened when I first used this gun. Even if you look at the attachments for the gun, it really hints that you should be aiming down sights because it gives you a grip, and it also gives you a quick draw attachment. So let's take a look really quick at one of my classes that I use for this gun. So we have the Rampage, and of course you have hybrid mag. That's almost a go-to attachment every time you use this gun. Then I use grip 1 and grip 2. Grip 1 and 2 are really where this gun shines. Aiming down sights, of course, is what you want to do, and this gun has a lot of recoil if you aim down sights. So grip 1, level 1, it mitigates ADS recoil a lot. And grip 2, it helps with the flinch and also with the recoil as long as you're aiming before you shoot. So as long as you have your gun up and your sights up and then you start shooting, it will help with the recoil. At least that's what the description of grip 2 says. So you always want to run grip 1 and 2. Quick draw I found a little less useful, which is kind of odd seeing as you want to aim down sights as much as possible. Now you could switch this class up and maybe use quick draw 1 and grip 1, but I found that running grip 1 and 2 is ultimately the best considering that the recoil is really bad for this gun. And then of course I run max load, which adds 2 pellets per shot, which of course is going to help with damage in the long run. So in terms of what perks to use for this class, I really recommend Scavenger, and this is almost a necessity because you chew through ammo like nobody's business with this gun. In terms of other perks, well, I typically run Dead Silence on all my classes, so I'm going to have to recommend that because I hate the sound of my own footsteps, and I hate appearing on acoustic sensors from really far away. In terms of equipment, that's really up to you. Some people might prefer stim shot. I personally use acoustic sensor to avoid getting flanked as much as possible. You could even run Cosmic Device if you want to go for those score streaks. It's really up to you, but I always use acoustic sensor. Now, can you play aggressively with this shotgun? Absolutely, you can do that with pretty much any gun in this game, but with this gun in particular, I really don't recommend playing 2 balls to the wall, because once you get to a certain point, that range drop off, the damage is just going to be too low, and you'll get gunned down before you even get your 4th shot in, so you'll end up dead. Now, I recommend patrolling areas just as with a shotgun. That's typically the best way to play with this kind of gun. I'm not saying camp in corners and camp in doorways, nothing like that. But patrol, be smart. If you're gonna run out in the open, make sure it's a clear area and you're just going from point A to point B. You don't want to stick around in that open area. Now, you really want to be in close quarters, so typically I stay in indoor areas. I patrol those areas and I kind of funnel them into me, which is why I enjoy using Torque as my specialist, because he's really about area denial and he can really focus enemies into particular areas so long as there isn't an annoying battery on the other team or an EMP from Zero. They're both good counters to Torque, so it doesn't always work, but he is good to have for those unexpected players. So as you'll see in my gameplay, I'm playing pretty aggressively, so you can do it. I'm not saying you can't, I just don't always recommend it. And that's kind of your decision based on the lobby. If you're playing a bunch of like really high rank Master Prestiges, eventually they're going to kind of catch on to what you're doing and they're going to hold back and they're going to go into head glitches with their Titans and they're going to wait for you to walk by through a doorway or whatever. So you got to be smart about who you're playing against too. Now, the biggest takeaway from this video, aim down sights aim down sights, damn it. That's what you want to do, especially with this gun. It's mandatory in my opinion. Guys, that's all I have for you this video. So just remember, aim down sights with this gun and you're going to have some awesome results. So I'll see you next video. Take care.